Hey everyone, thank you so much for coming to my channel, D versus Debt. This is D and it's Savings Challenge Sunday. So I'm here to do my savings challenges. Super excited because today I'm going to upgrade my bingo savings challenge thanks to the super awesome gift that Johanna from JoJo's Debt Free Journey gave to me. So she sent me actual bingo stampers as you saw in the video before this one. So I'm going to break these babies in today. So I printed out a new bingo sheet and I've got the old one here so that I know which numbers I need to go with. So I'm matching up the stampers to the letters here on the top of the page. The first one I've got under N, 13 and 14. So N is the green. And these are probably going to be super juicy. So I'm going to try not to make a mess, but this is so exciting. I love these things. Thank you so much, Johanna. So 13, bam. 14, bam. I used to love to sit there when I would go play bingo before they closed it down and just make patterns. So I have like different colors and I sit there and make like little flowers and things like that, and I get distracted. So I probably would have won bingo if I hadn't been so busy like making art with my little stampers. All right, and the other number that I got is G20. So G is blue and bam. Ooh, that's pretty. I like that one. So now it's time to spin the bingo wheel and see what I get this week. All right, so 19 falls under G. So there is my stamp. Ah, so pretty. I'm gonna have so much fun with these. I seriously need to get myself into a bingo hall. Ironically enough, so this is me saving up for trying to take a trip like in late July, right before school starts. And I'm basically hoping to have like a night or two at my favorite casino, which is a couple of hours away, but they've got a nice resort and bingo and penny slots and a giant all-you-can-eat buffet, basically, like, oh, and free booze. So all my favorite things, basically. So this is what it's gonna go for. So there goes my bingo challenge. All right, so in it goes. So the cool thing about the disc bound system is like you can take your pages in, you can take your pages out, and this sound that it makes as you're popping the pages back in, it's just like, oh yeah, it's so satisfying. So into bingo goes $19. All right, so 19 goes into bingo. I'm trying to save my one little $5 bill that I have so that I can do the $5 savings challenge this week. So that means that I have a bunch of ones to put in. So 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, which brings us to a grand total of $20, $40, $50, $55, $56, $57, $58, $59, $60, $61, $62, $63, $64, $65, $66 for bingo. So in goes the money. And now it is time for the next challenge. So there are 2 weekends left before my birthday. So I want to finish this before then, so the weekend of my birthday I can go blow that cash. So let's go ahead and see how much I'm gonna save up today for it. I'm gonna shake, shake, shake. I'm gonna open it away from me so I can't tell where the die are. And oh, wow. That's cool. So I rolled all ones. It's not cool for my birthday because that means less money for me to spend, but I love patterns like that. So let's see. I'm gonna choose blue frosting this week because I'm thinking about the green frosting that I was talking about last week and how some people are just weirded out by certain colors. So it made me think about my junior high science teacher. He was eating cake one time and he was so excited, and so he's chatting me up as he's stuffing his face with cake, and he had a mustache. So as you can imagine, His mustache was turning all sorts of interesting colors as he's sitting there chatting me up. And even now as an adult, I'm pretty like introverted. So I'm not going to flat out say like, hey, mister, your mustache is bright blue and it's freaking me out. So I just kind of just like, you know, politely smiled and nodded and went on my way. So I don't know how long he walked around with that multicolored mustache. Poor guy. I mean, you know, I should have said something. But especially as a junior high kid, we're so weird. And we're like mortified at the thought of like saying something that will get a reaction, I guess. I don't know. I mean, everyone's different, but for me, I'm just like, no, I have to be polite. And my politeness led to somebody walking around with a weird mustache. All right, so there's my birthday money. And inside each cake goes $1. I mean, what are the odds of rolling all ones? That's pretty cool. Maybe next week I'll roll all sixes. We'll see, because that's the last week for it. So there's my 3. And here's my birthday bucks. So it's 25, 6, 7, and 8. $28. So there goes that. The next one is the way to save. So I just want to take a second. Last week I was bragging on the fact that Gina from Gina Renee RN Budgets, who created this printable, has lost over 60 pounds, which is amazing. This week I'm asking you to please keep her in your thoughts and prayers. She's been hit with some really devastating news, and so she's going to need a lot of support. So please just keep her and her family in mind, and hopefully everything will turn out okay in the end. So I'm excited to report that I lost weight, and it's more than the usual like 1 pound that I've been trending. My weight this morning was 202.6. Woohoo! So I went from exactly 205 pounds to 202.6. So I'm going to go ahead and put in a screenshot so you can see. It's so hard. I'm only weighing myself once a week so that I don't become obsessed with the scale. But there are times where I'm really curious, like, oh man, I wonder how I'm doing. So I'm going to try to stick to that just once a week thing, but it is getting hard. So in my way to save, and the beautiful cash envelope is from Gina. So shiny and gorgeous, just like her. So there goes my 10. So far I've saved up $30 in my way to save. However, this $10 probably is going to get taken out next week because I got to be realistic. So I'm coming up on my lady days this week in a few days, and it's pretty much going to be game over because like a few days before it happens, I swell up and retain like every ounce of water there is in the world. And then for a few days after it comes, I turn basically into the Cookie Monster and just inhale every ounce of food in the world. So I gotta brace myself, and I know that next week I'm probably gonna gain weight. So if I do gain weight, remember I donate $10 to charity. This time because I did lose weight, then I got to add $10 to my envelope, and there was that one freak instance where I stayed exactly the same weight, so there's just no money moved there. All right, so hooray, 202.6. I'm getting closer and closer to Wonderland. So if you don't know what that means, that's what we call it when we finally get into like the 100 and change weight or class, I guess. So like 199 means you're officially in Wonderland. You're out of the 200s. So I'm excited because I'd gotten there, I think back in August, but then I gained it right back. All right, next is the alphabet challenge. So let's go ahead and spin the wheel. All right, the letter O is, oh crap, I'm gonna have to use that. O is for oh crap, because I'm gonna have to use that 5 I wanted to use for my $5 savings challenge, I think. Let me see. All right, so let me color it in before I have a squirrel moment and completely forget. All right, let's see if I have enough. I'm gonna have to make change. All right, the bingo envelope is gonna save the day. So I got 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I'm gonna make change for this 20 here, put it in there. So now I have smaller bills to work with. Whew. That definitely saved the day. So let's go ahead and put in those 15. So into the alphabet savings challenge go a 10 and a 5. So it's 20, 40, 60, 70, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, $80. And that is gonna be for clothes in August when I go back to teaching. That means then I do have the $5 to put into the $5 savings challenge because I didn't get to do it last week. Because you haven't seen it in a couple of weeks, just a reminder that this is from Veronica at 40 Plus Life. So she has these listed in her Etsy shop. So I have a $5 bill today, which means I get to color in one little box. And I made change out of this one as well, which is why there's a 20 in here instead of the 4 5s that had been there before. So now I'm up to 25, and this will save you a total of $500 when you color in all the little boxes. Now for the challenge that raises my blood pressure. Dun dun dun. So this is the mystery savings challenge from Alicia at Hands and Bands. Here's hoping it's the tiny number, because otherwise I'm gonna have to either write myself an IOU or try to desperately make change from the cash in my envelopes. So let's see what we have. I'm gonna hit this corner. Well, I don't know, because the other corner had a high number. Stress. This challenge gives me anxiety. I'm dancing around the number just to kind of drag out the torture. Oh no, it's going to be a big number. Oh, phew. Okay, I do have that. I'm running out of money in my savings challenge piles. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Huge sigh of relief there. I was breaking out into a cold sweat. Crisis averted. So into my mystery challenge go the 6. So now I've got 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Ooh. And I'm gonna have a 20 here, so I'm actually gonna replace it with that. That way I have change for next savings challenge. So nice, $20, right? Yeah. All right, so that worked out fantastic. Okay, and last but not least, the last binder that I'm stuffing is my dinero, my D-Bucks. So that is from people that send me D-Bucks in my Valentine card exchange, because I didn't get any in change this week. But before I do that, so this is a gift from Sanya. So Sanya, check this out, what I discovered by accident. So this size of Happy Planner fits perfectly into here. It slides in. I need to put a pen in here. I keep forgetting to do that. But how perfect is that? I got this Happy Planner for free. So Letty, if you're watching this, this was the one that you gifted me a couple of years ago at the Planner Girl meetup. So thank you for that. I think it's wonderful. And now it has a happy new home. I think this is so cute. Oh, oh my gosh, I lost a couple of. All right, so apparently I need to update this. So now it's dinero instead of dinero. Dang, where'd my R go? All right, so this envelope desperately needs some updating. But now I'm gonna stuff in the 3 D-bucks that I got in the Valentine card exchange in yesterday's video. So now it officially goes into the envelope. It's now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 D-bucks. Yeah. So that is incredibly exciting because again, around here, these things are hard to come by. All right, so there is my dinero instead of my dinero, my D-bucks. So thank you to everyone that sent me the D-bucks. That was so sweet and it makes me so happy to stuff that. So that's all for this week. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day.